overthinking is all about, right? What does that tells us? This tells us that this is not happening by accident. This is not a randomly done act, right? You have taken the opportunity to be here, right? You are ready to look inward. That's what it means. You're ready to discover something deeper than success, than stress, than routine life that you have. So the idea of having this workshop, there were so many questions came my way in the last couple of days when we started to talk about this workshop, why we are doing this workshop. Right? Let us understand the purpose of this workshop before we get into the day one concept, right? The purpose of the workshop, right? You have to see this, these next 11 days, we are not trying to become something new. Whenever we talk about healing, whenever we talk about transformation, whenever you look at mastery, self-mastery, in an aspect of what you are, what we are doing is we are uncovering what we already are. You are what you're looking for. These 11 days will help us to uncover ourselves, to understand how we need to live the life the way it should be lived. Right? So let us take a quick pause here. Take a deep breath, slowly, and gently exhale. This movement, let this movement be the beginning of the inward journey for all of us. It is such a beautiful thing when you release everything from your system. You feel so relaxed, so energized, so ready for anything that you want to do. Now let's start and delve into the basic question as to why are we doing this program, right? Let us be very honest, right? Let us reflect very honestly within ourselves, right? What does the modern life has given us? A simple, a fundamental, a basic question that you should ask yourself. What does this modern life has given me? More technology for folks in the technology, more speed, you're running all the time, more information to download, right? But the question on the table is, has this modern life given you peace, given you clarity, given emotional balance, given the mental clarity, right? Many of us, or many people around us, are outwardly very successful, but inwardly they are very, very disconnected and restless. We are all connected digitally. Even today, this whole workshop is happening digitally, but we are disconnected. So if you put this perspective and trying to understand, what am I trying to do here? Why am I here? Why you have chosen to be here, or why we are doing this program? It is because there is a lot of stress, anxiety. There is relationship overstrained. Sleep disturbances is a common pattern. Attention span is shrinking up. Fear of uncertainty is rising, right? Worries are growing day by day. Increasingly, everyone is living either in the past or in the future. They have lost the touch of the present. And yet, of all these things, the solution is never outside. Isn't it? We all know there is only one solution to all of this. That is awareness. You have to be inwardly aware to be able to bring all of this in line and have a beautiful life, what you're looking for. And for thousands of years, especially in the ancient wisdom, our sages have discovered this long, long ago. A simple math as to how these things can be managed, controlled, balanced, and put it to rest. What happens when you observe your breath? right? When you observe your breath, you observe your mind. When you observe your mind, you discover awareness. When you discover awareness, suffering naturally reduces. Basic 101. So, the idea of introducing meditation and the concept of transformation and healing and trying to bring all of them together is to give you an opportunity to every one of you. You probably have a reason why you are here. You're not here by accident, like we said earlier, right? Each of us are here for our own reasons. You want to become more an observation from your reactions. You want to have a clarity in your life from the confusion that you live in. You want to be in a stillness from your restlessness. You want to come out of your false identity of ego and then live in that state of awareness. Isn't it? So this is not something that we are trying to promote as a, hey, this is like you do this, you get this. This is not it. This is not a belief system. This is not a religion, ritualistic process that we are doing. Hey, here's a step 1, step 2, step 3, nothing like that. And this is not a psychology class either. This is a program that will give you a direct experience, provided, the most important, you are here and now. Very important. You have to put time, you have to take a commitment from your side to be available, to be able to say that, yes, I am ready for this. I want healing. I want transformation. I will walk through it. We will talk through so many different layers as to how you uncover yourself. A lot of things may be new to you. A lot of things may be something that you are used to. You have patronized or you're habituated in your life. You're going to let go today. This program is here to help you identify what are those 3, 4, 5, 10 things that are not working in your favor, but yet you are stuck with it. The program has been done by a number of pyramid spiritual masters. This is not a new thing in our society, right? We have had so many healing programs and all that. Some of them are practical programs and some of them are more theoretical programs, bringing just the educational aspect of it. But here, what we have chosen is a hybrid program where you will have the concept and theory while you also do practical levels, right? So now what we are going to talk here, right? How does this program help me? This is very important, right? Every one of us have a question, right? How does this program, now that we understand what is this program all about, why we are doing this, now the next question on the table for us is, how does this program help? This introduction is very important, right? If everyone, I trust that we have all the 40 participants here who have joined, because this is a very important introduction. If they miss this introduction, it will be hard for them to connect the day 2, day 3, day 4, and so on and so forth, right? This program is designed at 4 levels, right? We will talk about this every level here, right? The physical level that this program works is at your nervous system calms down. Your heart rates stabilize. Your sleep patterns will improve. The immunity aspect of the work strengthens. Scientific study has shown again and again, right? Breath awareness reduces cortisol, the stress hormone, which is the main cause for all the distress that happens in our lives. At a physical level, you see some of these changes. Again, you have to commit to do the program as it is, not necessarily, hey, I'm going to be here next 3 days. I'm not going to be available next 4 days. It is not going to work. You have to commit and you do it every single day. The program, when you are sincere and serious in your effort, you will certainly see at the end of the program a lot of change. Second thing is emotional level. The emotional rise and fall. You will observe traumatic situations that might come up, something that's been bothering you for years is now released as part of this program. reacting aspect of it will reduce significantly. We cannot promise that you will become a responsive individual, your reactions will no longer be there. It depends upon how you look at it. Right? Your observation capabilities will significantly improve. You're not running around and trying to figure out how you are looking at it. The emotional aspect of it is more balanced coming into this program. Because you're not trying to suppress it, you're trying to see it with clarity, absolute clarity, how these things work going into it. The third level, which is the mental level, the most important, you will begin to notice, right? Every one of us, our thoughts are repetitive. The study talks about 60,000 thoughts that adults do it every single day, out of which 95% or more are repetitive thoughts. Today, I am not aware of it, totally unconscious. When you do this program, you will start to at least look at the patterns to understand what are your repetitive thoughts, which have no value, right? And you understand that thoughts are not facts. And you will really experience, this is the beauty of it, you will really experience that thoughts will lose power when you observe them. In the practical session that we're going to do, you will start to see that, okay, my thought is losing the power because I have started to observe. The fact that whatever you observe will transform, you will experience it practically here. At the mental level is more important, right? Instead of trapping yourself in the thinking pattern, you become the observer of the thinking. Very important. It creates a very hygienic mental space for all of us. You're no longer carried away in the movements, you're no longer carried away in your mental space. Instead, you are able to see what is happening in your mental space. A beautiful way to recognize yourself, to see more, you be more balanced and more, centered yourself. And the fourth one, which is the deepest of all, is the spiritual level. Who am I beyond these roles? Who am I? Right? We all will experience I am awareness. Right? We will start to see the shift that is coming within us. And you start to practice when you do meditation, and we start to use some of these tools that we are going to talk about here, right? You start to really figure it out that, okay, you are the awareness. When that shift happens, whenever that shift happens within us, the life will start to change within. This is the most important aspect of the program, right? And this program is an experiential program. This program is not designed to say that, okay, I'm going to refer about 4 books that you go read. I'm going to say, hey, next 60 days, please go do ABC. Or I'm going to say, hey, you go total fasting, you go do. Everything is going to help, but it has to give you the touch. You have to feel it. Every day, 60 minutes of understanding and practice with the tools, and the 60 minutes of direct meditation to reflect the understanding. Understanding prepares the mind. Meditation transforms the consciousness. As simple as that. The basic 101. Now, let me also touch who should do this program. Right? This is also important. Right? Most of us are in that realm where, hey, I want to understand, am I eligible for this program? Even yesterday there were folks asking me, hey, can I do this program? Am I eligible for it? There is no senior meditator, there is no beginner meditator, there is nothing like that we have designed for the program. The one mindset that we all need to have is, I really want to be very sincere and committed to get something out of this program. That's the number one thing. People feel a lot of stress, overwhelmed. They can come and get benefited. Professionals with dual mind, busy minds, always stressed out in their own lives, they can get benefited. Homemakers who are seeking inner balance, Okay, I've got a lot going on in my life. I wanted to bring some balance. Students who are looking for attention, students who are looking for concentration. I want to have a better, focus in my life. You can do that. This program is for them. Seniors wanting some level of peace, happiness. I want the overall well-being of my life. They can be part of this. Of course, the spiritual seekers. Some of us are spiritual aspirants who wanted depth and the awareness. That shift needs to happen. You can be part of it. And anyone else who feels that there is something more to life, they all can be part of this. These programs works in multiple different layers. Depending upon what you are bringing, you will see the shift in that. That's why we have not put any prerequisites for the program. There is no prior meditation experience needed. We don't need to look at your religious background. We don't ask about your social beliefs, right? All we ask is willingness to observe. If that willingness to observe is there, we are all eligible to be here, right? And the rudimentary fact is if you can breathe, you can meditate. Anyone disagree? All right. Now, let me close out with saying that when should this be done and what timelines, these are the basic questions that typically the participants would ask. So I'm just putting it out upfront for all of you. That way, when should be done. For the best results, attend all 11 days continuously and consciously. Please take opportunity to be active, to be aware, to be present, and listen to the conversation to the closest possible. Every day, same time, do your rhythms regularly. Practice your meditation. Please practice your meditation. Outside of this session, please practice your meditation 1 to 2 hours, either in the morning or evening. Remember, these 11 days is where your healing is going to happen. So you need to spend time. Whatever that one thing, two thing, three things that you are here for, you need to release that. For you to release, you need to spend time. And kindly avoid heavy meals before coming to the session. If you are eating pretty heavy, you won't be able to do the techniques better. You will not be able to be more productive. You'll get a little lethargic or you'll tired. You feel like, I want to be drowsy, and all that, right? So try not to overwhelm yourself with sugars, and heavy meals. It's important. And finally, please do not be in front of the screen for a long, long time before coming into meditation. It is very, very important. If you are draining yourself before coming into the session here, you won't be productive for yourself. And I wanted to set the expectations. The start of this meditation is very important, right? Even if one of the days feels like nothing happened, please understand the awareness cannot shift overnight. It takes time. You should attend. We still attend all 11 days consciously every single day because growth is very, very subtle. It takes time for the individual to recognize it, depending upon the state where you are in. So don't think that, okay, yesterday I got this beautiful experience. Today, I did not have any experience. So nothing happened today. So tomorrow, I'm not going to come here. It doesn't work that way. Every day, we are going to touch different topics. We're going to do different exercises in the session. And we're going to have you write up how you are emotionally connected, how your thoughts, Bharati, she took the journal, right, that is out there. You have to read the journal to make sure that every day you are religiously writing. You're taking time to write it few minutes. That way you are reflecting. Whatever you are learning here, it is reflected through your own practice and you are putting it on the paper. You actually see what is happening to you. By day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, you will start to see the progress. Progress is going to be a very gradual process, and it will certainly help you to get out of what you're looking for. And where should you do this? Pick a corner in your home. We are not asking you to go out, hey, find an opportunity where everything is quiet and all. We understand that we all have lives. So in our busy lives, we are trying to put this schedule out there, right? In your home, please pick a quiet corner where you can sit and meditate. If possible, do it in the same place, if possible. It helps you to circulation of energies. It will deepen your own progress, right? A comfortable chair or a floor cushion, whatever the style that you enjoy, please do that. Okay. And when you are sitting here in the session, please make sure that you have a stable internet connection, because you kind of connecting, disconnecting, you will miss. These are practical sessions. So what happens is, if I am missing a topic, you will miss the continuity. The reason why we are asking you to keep your cameras on is because you stay focused and you are attentive. And remember, always remember, when you are attending programs like this, your environment influences your mind. This is very important. Right? Over these 11 days, what we are doing is, you need to find a sacred place or a space and make sure that these 11 days are happening in a way that you see it. Because ultimately, you are the one who needs either healing or transformation. So it is yours to lose if you don't maintain it. Make it a distraction-free environment. All right? And then two more things, right? Make sure you inform your family, please. There is no, you're not running out, you're not going. I mean, again, you all know about it, but just I'm putting it out there. We have seen in the past that, people just step out and then come back 5 minutes and they're totally lost. And then they call me and say, hey, what did you talk 35 minutes into the program? I don't remember what I spoke 35 minutes program. And then we are generally not, these programs are very practical in nature. They have to be done live. We would want you to be doing this live while we are doing it. That way you learn the tick of the trades. This is not something that you go back and watch a YouTube and try to grab it. It's not recommended. And silence your phones. Please silence your phones. They are a big distraction to the whole thing. Okay? And commit yourself every day 2 hours to be here to make sure that you're getting everything. Okay? How is this program structured? Now we'll get into the program aspect of it. We talk about why, where, when, how, and all that is.
ఇది మంచిగా ఉంటుంది. ఈమె 7, ఈమె ఇది బాగుంటుంది. ఈమె వింటున్నా ఒకటి తీసుకోండి కాదు.
Can we mute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, all right. So what we are going to do here is, every single day, the first 60 minutes, the focus is on a particular topic, and we try to delve into the topic to understand, and then we practice few things. That first 1 hour. Second 1 hour, like I said, we're going to do meditation. The topics that we're going to touch are for healing and transformation. We'll talk about identity, we'll talk about ego, we'll talk about suffering, how fear is, making you go through it, the relationship aspects of it, whatever those 10, 11 things that are really making our life, we're going to bring all of them together as a package. That's why it's an 11-day program. This 11-day program, if you attentively, look at it or join and spend time, you will release all that, whatever you're holding. Some of you may be asking, hey, in terms of the transformation, am I able to manifest? Yes, absolutely, you can. If your intent is to manifest something, you are able to do so as well. So it is very important that we start with the basic concept of what we are, how we are, and where we are, right? Practical examples, reflection exercises, inner observation. We will explore all of that. All right. Now, how many of you are not aware of breath awareness meditation, which is Anapana meditation? Anyone basically new to this whole thing, coming as an outside in?
If you are, you can do a thumbs up.
Yeah, just thumbs up would be good. Okay. So what I would suggest, Padmaja, Sundar,
So I think everyone, majority of the folks knows. Yeah.
knows about it, right? Okay. All right. So if you know about it, that is absolutely fine. If you don't know, you want to get little more understanding, please do reach out to your mentors. That information is out there on the spreadsheet there. You can look for your name. Again, yes, you will see a mentor assigned to you. Please contact your mentor and spend some time. They'll be able to walk you through what Anapanasati. Anapanasati is, we do it with no mantra, no imagination, no forcing of yourself, just observing your natural, normal breath. With that, your mind gradually settles and awareness expands. That's the basic idea. That's what we are doing here. That is the practice aspect of it, the final hour of it, right? Now, expectations and then the guideline, right? Some days you feel very peaceful, some days are restless, some days are emotionally active. Depending upon what topic we are touching, what practice you are doing, you will see different patterns, different things happening to you. Please don't alarm yourself. These are very natural to have. Something that's been stuck for you in 20, 30 years, now it is start to release because you have started to go deeper, right? Through this process. Do not chase experiences. Do not compare with others. Very important one. Please do not compare. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's the look and feel of a problem, right? Someone may be looking at a learning, someone may be looking at it as a problem. So everyone's state of mind is different. It's pretty unique. So you cannot compare with one another. This is for you, you alone. Do not try to achieve something in meditation. Don't put a serious intention and then say, I'm only here for that intention, nothing else. I don't care. Don't do that. This is like transformation, right? Meditation is not achievement. Meditation is something that you allow, right? That's the whole idea of you allow yourself to flow. The life force flows through you. That's what meditation is all about. Shifts will happen. Sometimes there are large shifts. Sometimes there is a big shift that you see, and sometimes you see small shifts happening within. You will notice that. You will notice that. And that's the reason we are asking you to be very, very disciplined to write your journal. That way you notice, anytime you notice less reaction, you have a better sleep, you are more patient, you're clear in thinking, right? You have a very subtle joy that comes out as a smile. You're more gratitude. Your gratitude comes out. You feel more relaxed. Right? So the one thing that what we ask here of all of you is trust the process. Please trust the process. Do not force yourself. Give it time. Everything will come in line. All right. So we will slowly start into this, right? Let us do this as a start. Let's close our eyes for a moment, please. Everyone, take off your glasses. Close your eyes. We're gonna look at a powerful commitment today, right? A commitment exercise. This is a commitment exercise. Anytime, this is not just for this program. Anytime you join a program, a event, a retreat, right? Anything online, any class, any session, whatever it may be, always do 1 to 3 minutes, right? Just sit very comfortably, close your eyes, ask yourself silently, very silently ask yourself, why am I here? Why am I here? Just ask that and then see, what do I truly seek? You seek peace, you want clarity, you're looking for freedom, looking for some form of healing? You're looking to create more space and transform yourself? Are you asking to be more acceptable? What is that? What is that you want it? Just reflect on it. Just remember why you are here. And now, once you identified it, once you know about it, whatever it is, mentally commit yourself. I give myself fully to these 11 days. Just commit yourself. Don't force anything. Let's just commit yourself. As you commit yourself, now take a deep breath and slowly and very gently open your eyes. Take your time. Right? Thank you. So now you know why you are here and what you need. And you have committed yourself to be here for the next 11 days. Every time you go to a session, always do this powerful commitment technique. Right? Beautifully, it will align you. You will always, whatever you just did, these 2 minutes, you will remember this for next 11 days. Now that we understand why we are here, how this helps, right? Who this is for and how to practice. Now let us start to get into the day one topic, right? The most important question of all. Before I get there, any questions? Anyone have any questions? Because now I'm getting into the topic. Okay, no questions?
Can
Then-
I ask one question?
Yes, ma'am, please go ahead.
ఇప్పుడు మీరు 2 minutes చేయమన్నారు కదా, సో just I didn't see anything, so
You don't have to. I mean, you just know why you are here. What do you
in
want?
my heart, in my mind, I know that, but I can't see the light, so
You don't need to. That's all was the exercise. The exercise was for you to mentally see it and commit to it. That's it. Now, whatever you committed, these 11 days will help you to overcome it, whatever that is.
thank you.
All right. Now, let us start the day one, right? What we are doing is we are planting the seeds. If nurtured, this 11 days is like we are actually planting the seeds so that each of us can start to look at our lives in a better way. Okay. If nurtured properly, they can transform and direct and provide a direction to our life. Okay. So the first and foremost question that we all have to start to understand is, who am I? The day one topic is, who am I? From identity to awareness. The most important question that we all have, but yet we don't understand, right? This is what we're going to talk today, and we're going to keep it very brief, right? I know we have taken the introduction class a little longer, so I'm going to go a little faster on the concept to give you more insights as to what this is, right? Who am I is not something you look at it intellectually, you look at it psychologically, or you look at it experientially, right? What I request each of you is to listen, not just with your mind, but with your awareness. That's what we're going to do. Who am I? You're not putting an intellectual, you're not looking at it from your mind. Okay, I am so and so, I am this, I am that, or a bookish knowledge of who said this, they said this, or ancient way of helping you understand, okay, in the scriptures they said this. No. With your awareness, let us try to see who am I. It's a beautiful exercise. Help us to understand and reflect as to what we are to begin with. All right. So with that, right, let's trying to bring ourselves together to this core teaching. Okay. What we think we are versus what we are. That's what we're going to do. So this topic, who am I, is not about learning something new. I'm not learning anything new here. This is unlearning what I have learned for so long, to let go of my false identity, to be in my state of real identity. That's what it is. This whole section is all about. Okay. Let us begin very simply. If I ask you, who are you? What do you say? Anyone? Just pull it up. If I say, who are you?
I will say I am Padmaja, and I do whatever I do.
Exactly. Right. You say, hey, my name is so and so. I am so and so. I am a mother. My profession, engineer or a doctor. I am, in a religious belief. You say I am so and so ethnic, relation wise. You will want to connect yourself, from material to spiritual. You say I'm a spiritual person. And you want to look at it from a material perspective. Hey, I am a successful entrepreneur. And nobody would like to say that I am stressed out. Right. But observe very carefully though. We have just used these labels now, right? 7 or 8 of them. Just observe very carefully. Bring your attention now and then observe. Yeah, I'm a conscious being is a mental aspect. Yes, absolutely. The concept, yes. All that, whatever you just said, these are roles. These are labels. These are temporary identities that you put to yourself. When somebody asks you a question, a simple question, who are you? You have all these things come. Now, let me ask you one other question. If your job changes, do you disappear? No, right? If our body ages, do we disappear? No, right? If our thoughts change, you are in a thought right now. In next 10 minutes, you will have some other thought. Do you disappear? No. Then who is that you that remains? That's what we are reflecting here. That's what we are talking about. Who am I? Now, let me give you an analogy here, right? An example will help you to connect it in a much closer way. Imagine you are acting in a movie, right? In that movie, in one scene, you are a king. Okay, in that one scene, you are a king. And in the next scene, you are a poor person. And in the subsequent screen or a scene, you are an angry person. Okay, you have played multiple roles in that movie, and multiple different facets of you has been exposed in that movie, in multiple scenes, right? After the shoot ends, okay, what remains? Who am
Just
I?
me, my body.
You just acted. You remain as an actor, right? You just acted. You did 3 scenes, 4 scenes, 5 scenes. After that, the shoot ends. You come and you sit. You remain as an actor. It doesn't matter what you acted. You are an actor. Life is a very similar way. You are playing the roles, but you are not the roles. Now, let us get into the concept as to how we need to bring a closure to this concept. We all understand, madam just texted saying that you are not the body. Let us do this experience. I don't want anything theoretical. I want everything practical. Please take off your glasses, close your eyes. Let us do this together. Take a deep breath. We are doing you are not the body. Okay. Now, please, as you relax yourself, bring your awareness to your body. Notice your hands. Please notice your hands. Now, notice your breathing. Now, let's go a little deeper. Now, notice your sensations in your body. Noticing sensations in your body. Are you able to witness that sensations? Yes, right? Now, you are the one noticing it. Remember this. See that you are the one noticing it. The body is observed. The observer, which is in this case you, cannot be the observed. Right? So when you say, my hands hurt, you say my hand, which means that the hand belongs to you. You are not the hand. When you say my body is tired, which really means you are separate from the body. The tiredness is happening to the body, and you are the one observing it. Whatever the sense of observation that you are experiencing now, this observation stays through the body from your childhood, from your youth, from your adulthood, into your old age. This body that get tired, that is hurting, is shifting. But the sense of I am that you just felt as observer remains continuous, consistent, that will not shift. Be in that state of observer. Observe anything in your body. Just that observation is key. Now we're going to go a little deeper. We just did that you are not the body. Now let's do you are not the mind. Now, most likely some of you probably got into this thought patterns. Now observe your thoughts. Continue to close your eyes. Even if you have opened your eyes, please close it back. This is a practical session, so you're going to just experience everything. Now, what we do is you observe your thoughts like clouds. Clouds, the way the clouds are, you observe your thoughts. If you go outside and you look at the cloud, you just look at the cloud. In a similar way, as you close your eyes, when you have a thought, you just observe the thought. Just look at the thought. Thought comes, thought goes. Similarly, anger comes, anger goes. Fear comes and fear goes. Whatever is coming, that is going, but you remain. When you observe the clouds, the very profound and the powerful thing is you are not the storm, you are not the sky. You are the sky. You are not the storm. The cloud is getting that storm, but you are the sky. Just observing yourself. Now you know who am I. Just 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Very slowly open your eyes. What you just experienced is awareness. This is nothing but soul consciousness. If you stay in that awareness, you are enlightened. You are done. By observing your body, you have just realized, by taking a pause and closing your eyes and reflecting on your body, you just realized that body is doing its part. You are the one observing. When you observe your thoughts, you just realize that thoughts are coming and going, and you are the one observing. In any pattern or any condition that happen, physically or mentally, you, the observer, is always there. Observer is not changing. Observer is there. So please reflect on this. Can a thought exist without you? Can you exist without a thought? At the mind level, can a thought exist without you? Can you exist without a thought? Anyone?
We can exist without thought, but thoughts cannot exist without us.
That's correct.
What else? Anyone else?
You can exist without thoughts, but thoughts cannot exist without you.
Can exist without thoughts, but thoughts cannot exist without you. Okay? Mind level, we exist with thoughts.
But sometimes thoughts can come without our intention too.
Thoughts come without our intention to. Yeah.
I feel as a person, thoughts are part of our life. Like thoughts come and go. Without thoughts, we cannot exist. I have a contrary opinion. Thoughts are part of us.
Okay. Thoughts are outside. You can reflect on it. Chat.
I think both are possible.
You can attract them or in our choice. Yeah. So let me throw one other wrinkle in, right? When thoughts stop in deep sleep, what happens?
Disconnect.
Yeah. We still exist. Exactly. That's it. You still exist. Do you? You see yourself still there or not there? Hence, therefore, you are not the mind. This is a classic proof that you are not the mind. You exist even when your thoughts are not existing. Most important. Now, what we'll do, Masters, is we'll go one level deeper. We're going to see that you are awareness, right? We talked about awareness. Let's go deeper, little deeper, right? And then try to experience, right? When we say, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the emotion, right? Let's do this. Okay? What remains? When I'm not this, not this, not this, what remains is pure awareness. The silent witnessing aspect of the presence, right? Are you offer a direct experience of that awareness? Let us close your eyes, please, just for a few minutes. These techniques or these are the beautiful ways for us to recognize that your inner power, to ultimately understand who you are. Do not control your breath. Let the mind come and go. Let the body relax. Right? Do not try to change anything. Do not try to force yourself to get into the state. Just relax. Simply be aware of being aware. All we do is you be aware of being aware. Notice the still presence behind everything. That presence, what you have, has no identity, has no age. It has no stress, no fear. It has no gender, no religion. That presence that you feel behind everything, just be there. That is our true nature, my dear masters. If you are able to experience it, you are that. Just experience it. slowly open your eyes whenever you are ready. If you have felt that presence is that awareness. It is like electricity powers a bulb, right? The bulb may have different color, a yellow color bulb or a white color bulb or a red color bulb. It can be a small, it can be a big, whatever it may be. But the electricity is the same. It is not going up, it's not going down. A same flow of electricity always comes into that bulb. Consciousness is on the same lines. It is same in all beings, even though we carry different bodies and different minds. What you just observed is that consciousness. You went back. Now, you may ask the question, why does this matter to me? Why does this matter? The reason this is an important concept or an activity that we do is for you to identify. Right? When you identify yourself with body, you have the fear of death. When you identify yourself with your mind, you will have a fear of failure. When you identify yourself as a role, whatever may be the role that you are playing temporarily, you have a fear of loss. But as you just experienced, when you identify yourself as awareness, peace becomes a natural outcome. Right? If you look at it, look at the practical example. When someone is insulting you, right? Let's take an example. When someone insults you, if you are in the space of ego, you react. If you are in the space of awareness, you just observe. You just look at it. What observation is doing here is observation is dissolving that suffering that you're about to go through. Why you should not identify yourself as body or mind, and you should recognize that your awareness is for that very reason. Right? Now, what we will do is, I'm gonna culminate on today's session pretty quickly here, and then you will get into the meditation, where now that we have intellectually, as a practical session, we understood this, right? Let us get into this transition where we'll start to do meditation, right? The breath awareness meditation. Before we start that, right? If you have any questions, I'm going to take 1 or 2 questions before we just get into it.
Can I ask a question?
What was it, Bharati?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
In the third, when we are doing it the third time, closing
Yes.
eyes and doing, it's like for a consciousness, you said. మీరు కాన్షియస్నెస్ అని చెప్పారు కదా,
Awareness. Yeah.
అవేర్నెస్ అంటే అప్పుడు అది ఇప్పుడు వీఆర్ నాట్ ఇన్ మైండ్, వీఆర్ నాట్ ఇన్ థాట్స్ అన్నారు కదా. అక్కడ కాన్షియస్నెస్ అండ్ అవేర్నెస్ అని వచ్చినప్పుడు హౌ డు యూ లైక్ ఇట్ టెల్ అవర్ మైండ్ దట్ వీఆర్ నాట్ కాన్షియస్ అనేది క్వశ్చన్. అక్కడ అది అర్థం కాక కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ అవ్వలేదు.
So when you say it, you are not that. You just have to you can only experience that in practice. If you are saying it, then it is your mind, right? Saying it. So when you are in that state of mind, when you are observing, let's take observing your thought. It's an easy one, right? Observing your thought. You are saying that, okay, you are right now, you have a thought that is coming to you, and you looked at the thought, like the way you looked at outside the cloud, you looked at the thought and you let it go. Okay? You observed it, thought came, thought went. Okay? Now, what just happened is you as an observer is different from the thought that is present in the mind, isn't it? Do you see the difference there?
When I was doing with the thought, I did not get any thought or nothing. I was like just lights or something coming. Consciousness is like a black something. I did not get it there.
So the idea in that exercise was for you to observe a thought. If you have not got a thought, then you did not experience it. That's fine. But even after this session, right, just reflect on it, right? Just close your eyes and
Like
then
the blue
see.
clouds.
You may have a mind. In your mind, you may probably get a thought. When you look at the thought, you as a awareness is looking at the thought. You both are different, isn't it? I mean, that's how it is. Because otherwise, how can you look at it if you both are same?
Thought కోసం వెతుకుతుంటే I found like a white, something white.
That's fine.
When
That's fine. Whatever.
something white, plain, nothing else. And my
Yeah.
mind is like a clean and clean
Okay.
slate.
You see,
కాన్షియస్నెస్ అని చెప్పినప్పుడు అడిగినప్పుడు అక్కడ నాకు అర్థం కాలేదు అది.
ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే, instead of looking at a thought, you look at a light. Even light is not you, right?
ఓకే.
Right? Whatever may be that subject, object, there is a difference. Subject and object are different.
ఓకే.
In a reality, outside of meditation, outside of this observation, what you just did, these exercises, you are talking as if that you are the mind. You're talking as if that you are the body. Your identity is with the mind. Your identity is with the body. And that brings suffering. Right? Now, what we did is we just shifted it with the practice, with just small techniques, right? Trying to understand, okay, I am not this, I am not this. Then what am I? I am the awareness. That's what you experienced.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Anyone else? And there was like a couple of texts here.
I think one question in the chat is mind and thoughts are the same?
Yes. Mind and thought, I mean, mind is bundle of thoughts, right? Conglomeration of thoughts is mind. Any other questions?
So conscious is the same as the mind then?
Consciousness is not same. Consciousness is that awareness, right? That awareness that you are.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The soul concept, yeah. The thing that is there everywhere is the consciousness. And your mind is acting upon based upon what you have brought in. Mind is always reflecting upon your environment, your relationships, wherever you are dwelling it, it has an effect on it, right? It tries to bring you that. You watched a movie, you come home, you have thoughts of that movie.
Yes.
Right? So that is mind, yeah.
So the thoughts enters the mind. The mind exists for the baby, like the infant, but the thoughts started like filling up as it started growing.
That's a trap of mind, right? It is doing its job.
Yeah. All these labels are the baggages that we are suffering.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Durga,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, my question was, when we think of ourselves, or not think of ourselves, when we get to the awareness, like, when we realize that we are the awareness, and the example which you gave us was when we sleep, we are totally disconnected, and we still exist. We just exist, right? But when the body or the mind is in pain or is experiencing some feeling, even in the sleep, we feel that, right? If I have a ailment, or if I am going through some emotional distress, even in sleep you are feeling it. How does that explain? I mean, how can we explain that? If you are awareness, can we not feel pain anymore?
So pain is a fact, right? Pain is happening in the present moment. Hey, you got stuck with when you're, as example, right? You're just getting into your upper floor, and then you were running, and then your foot got hit to the step, right? And you got hurt. That is a fact. Pain is a fact. Now, what suffering means is suffering is a mental repetition of that fact again and again, again and again. It is saying, why this happened to me? Why now? Why am I going through this? What did I do wrong? This whole, right, repetitive aspect of it, that is suffering.
Okay.
So pain is a fact. It happened to you, but suffering is a choice.
Okay.
Now, to answer the question, what happens when I'm in the deeper state, whatever may be that suffering aspect of it is, right? It is also sleeping. In the deep state of your sleep, you don't know. You're unconscious. You are there. You as awareness remains, but you're unconscious. Everything else is not there in that brief moment of deeper state of sleep. That's what I was saying, right? Your mind is not there, but still you are there in the deeper state of sleep. So that means that you are not mind.
So you don't feel it.
You don't feel. You are using the mind. Yes, you are using the body.
Yeah.
Body and mind are the vehicles through which you bring that awareness to yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
We have a couple of questions on the chat.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, Sharda madam, do you mean the awareness itself is the soul?
Awareness itself is the consciousness. That awareness is where you are in that state. In that state, awareness. Awareness means you have stopped identifying the false identity, whatever you have. You have stopped identifying. You are living in that awareness. When you are living in that awareness, you are becoming the conscious being. That's what it means.
So it means it's not the soul, just the conscious being.
So see, when you say soul, soul is not a small thing that is there, right? Soul is everywhere in your system. It's all over the place. That all over the place, how do I realize it? I have to realize it within me. And awareness is a beautiful way, right? If meditation is the practice that you do, the outcome of meditation is awareness. So you move from your body, mind conscious to the soul conscious. That shift is happening.
Oh, soul conscious. It's not itself soul, but the soul conscious.
It is after you get into that awareness and you become that awareness and you are in that state of awareness for a long time and you become, right? Then you go into that state of, soulhood and all, right? That is, it is kind of taking you there. You are there.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
One more question, probably how to stop repetitive negative thoughts. And we do have some comments in the chat. So, Rajni ma'am, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I just want to understand like if some thoughts which we don't want, but even then if they're repeatedly coming in our subconscious mind, so how can we go out of it?
So number one, madam, you have to have the understanding, knowledge. What
Okay.
happens when you have a negative thought? Second, you have to understand the concept of thought itself. Thought is not happening something that is in the present moment.
Yeah.
We have lost the identity of the present. That's why you're getting carried away with the thought. Right? Thought is either in the past or probably as a plan in the future. Right?
Yeah.
One brings the worry, other brings the fear.
Yes.
So when you're identifying with your negative thought, what is happening in your mental space, it is only a concept. Thought is only a concept. Isn't it? It is only a concept because whatever you are going through here, it has already happened or it has not yet come to you.
Mostly it's not yet done.
It's not yet done to you, right?
Yeah.
So why you are associating with it is the concept. Hey, if you have the greater understanding of it, okay, what happens when you have a negative thought? Two things will happen, right? One thing is because it is only a mental concept, there is nothing else to do. There is a negative vibe that goes into that in your mental space when you have a negative thought. Number one, half of that energy goes into your mental space and hits the thought so that it creates a pattern because you get that attention towards the negative thought. Number one. Number two, the other half of it goes into your body and hits you in your sensations and creates the traumatic effect. Over a period of time, it becomes a pattern, and that's how illnesses come out. A repetitive negative thought that goes on and on becomes your life. Why? Because of these two reasons. When every thought, when you put attention, you're giving energy to it. Where is that energy going? 50% of it is going in the mental side, where that thought is getting repeated, helping it to repeat. And the other half is going into your body and hitting your cells, And that's how the illnesses come. So now that you understand the concept of what thought is all about, so you have to be aware. So awareness will help you to release that.
Yeah, if you just think as a awareness and see that thought, then the power of that will reduce and will come out of it.
Correct.
So that's what you're okay.
So it will transform. It will transform.
Okay. So even in this case, we have to look it as an awareness.
That's the best way to do it. If you say that, okay, I'm not being able to be in that awareness and all, I want it. There is a temporary fix, right? Where you get if you are aware that I'm getting this negative thought, then you immediately replace that with a positive thought. That's like, a basic 101 kind of a thing, right?
Yeah,
But
mostly, I think we should not give attention or we should not put our energy into that. If you think it as an awareness, then you just observe that and let it go. Yeah.
exactly.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know if we have time. One last question from Zoom user: how to stop the mental suffering? I think if you can rename yourself, that will be great. But yeah, how to stop the mental suffering?
How to?
How to stop the mental suffering?
So suffering is a choice, like I said, right? It is your conscious effort of accepting what has happened to you. You got a pain in your body. Now you repeatedly thinking, why did I get this pain? Why am I going through this? Why is that it's only happening to me? Why is that my family is having fun? My friends are having fun. Why are they not having this problem? That is all suffering. That's a choice, right? So how do you let go of that? Is by being aware of it. Whatever the practice that we did today, by doing it, you are aware of it, you just pull it out. Pain will still be there. Pain is a fact. You cannot take out the pain. Pain happened. You physically got hurt, as an example. That hurtness will be there. But suffering, you don't need to. Because what happens when you get into suffering, a deeper suffering will lead into agony, which is the highest peak of suffering, right? What is agony? Agony is nothing but the highest peak of suffering. And when you go into that, then you get into depression. Then you go into the later part of the, physical and mental and all that, right? So that's why the choice is always there at a mental space where you can say that, okay, I don't want to go through this suffering, but let the physical level, the pain go through.
Yeah, hope that
All right.
answers Zoom user. And I think Vidya probably will make this the last question before the meditation. Go ahead.
We'll take the last
one. Pallavi, go ahead.
Vidya, madam?
Okay, maybe that's an accidental.
Accidental, okay.
Well, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Right. Sorry. This is Venkat here. I'm also living with Vidya. My question to you, Master, is being aspirational is one way of suffering. Sometimes today it may not look at realistic, but is aspirational good or bad or anything?
As an awareness, you don't need to aspire, but as a state of mind, you are okay to aspire, but you have to also understand that your aspirations are okay to be there, but sometimes the aspirations may not come true. So that's a fact. So if you are able to manage at that level, right, where the results are not driven by you, right, there are a lot of other factors that contribute towards the result of what you're aspiring for. Then yes, you have the knowledge, you have the understanding, then you're aspiring, you're fine. But the fact of it, if you ask me what is the truth behind it, the truth is any expectations bring suffering. Whatsoever you should not be expecting. You aspiring that, hey, next 5 years I want to be XYZ, that is fine. But if it doesn't happen, you should also be able to move on as easily as the way you aspire. And that's the understanding we need.
But just to extend, but is it also linked to manifesting, right? Like something we are aspiring also we can manifest.
It is absolutely. Any intention, any manifestation, any visualization, all of them go into that path of it, right? You can certainly do it if that is how you look at it and you say that, okay, I wanted to, like a lot of the meditation, as a beginners, most of them come into meditation saying that I want to manifest an intention. I want to test this meditation, whether it works for me or not. You can certainly do that. There is no hard and fast there. But if you are stuck at that space and you keep manifesting again and again, then that is not the purpose of meditation. You have lost yourself in the process. Right? So, okay to do it when you are stuck with it and you don't have a way out of it. And then you want to really, no matter what you do, if your intention is bothering you, you cannot survive yourself. You're going through a lot of miseries, a lot of, worrisome or fearsome, whatever that is, right? Then yes, just manifest it and then see and trust the process. It will help you to do that. But then don't hold on to it saying that, okay, it happened now. Every time I'm going to use it.
Okay.
All right, masters. So I think it's about 9:28 now. So I think we will do till 10:30, masters, meditation today. Please close your eyes, take off your glasses. We will have music. We'll play music here. You will have beautiful experience. Now reflect upon what we have done today, right? I'm not asking you to mentally, remember and all that. I'm just asking you to release everything. Just, we have understood this concept of who am I intellectually and with the practice. Now let us experience it through breath awareness meditation. Sit comfortably. Just relax yourself. Don't force yourself, please. Just sit very comfortably. Hands on your thighs. Gently crisscross, clasp your fingers each other. Very gently close your eyes. Remember, no mantra, no visualization, no control. Just observe your normal, natural breath. Observe the air coming through, entering your nostrils. Observe the air leaving the nostrils. Don't deepen your breath, or don't try to slow your breath. Just observe. If mind wanders, gently return to the breath. Don't fight it. Don't force it. Don't create a conflict in your mind. Let the thought be there. Just gently bring your attention back to your breath. No frustrations, no judgments, no taking charge. Let it happen. Let the meditation happen at its own pace. Remember, you are the observer. You are not the doer. Let the body do its sensations. Feel the sensations. Let the mind have thoughts come and go. Emotions dwell in there. But you are just the observer. Observation is very key in meditation, my dear masters. Be in that state of awareness. Just be the witness. Breath is happening on its own. You are the awareness. Very, very minimal interference. We have the music now.